Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Persona 3 Portable Part 37. In the previous video we finished Shinji's Social Link, and then after dying to the boss and having to reload, we decided, sure, whatever, we'll date him, I guess. And then we finished the operation. It was very annoying, took forever. But then we've learned that Shinji and Ken have still not returned to the dorm.
October the 4th. That's right. I was so caught up in the operation that I didn't realize it. This is the day Amata's mother was killed.
You serious?
Yamagishi, I need you to find the two of them immediately. There's a good chance that they're together. Akihiko must have already realized that.
Why didn't he, like, say something?
I understand.
Y'all people need to learn to talk to each other. Fuka summoned Lucia and began searching.
What's going on?
Although her death was officially listed as an accident, we're the ones who killed Amata's mother.
Now, what do you mean by that?
What?
It was 2 years ago, when we were pursuing an unusual shadow that had escaped into the city. We were in a residential area, but the shadow was all we were thinking about. Aragaki was still new, and he momentarily lost control of his power. Unfortunately, there was a casualty. Amata's mother.
No way. Are you shitting me?
Then Ken-kun senpai is...
Amata volunteered to join us. But now that I think about it...
I found them! They're at Tatsumi Port Island! They're together, and another Persona user is nearby.
Akihiko?
No, it's a member of Strega.
That's not good.
It's an absolute nightmare.
Senpai! Come on, we gotta follow her! Okay.
Do it. I won't stop you. You're right. I wanted to forget. That's why I left the group and tried to suppress my power. But nothing I did could erase the memory. And now I find myself here. The last place I want to be. It's my fault. This is what I deserve. But let me give you one warning.
Warning?
If you decide to take my life, you'll end up like me.
Well, no, I don't necessarily agree with that logic.
Just remember that.
Is that supposed to change my mind?
Even if all you have now is hatred, one day you'll regret it.
Shut up! That's a load of crap!
He is correct.
Huh?
There is no reason for him to feel regret. That is the nature of revenge. Is it not permissible to kill those who are themselves killers?
Well, I mean, it's very, circumstances and whatnot.
That's right.
What do you want?
The loss of Chidori has posed a bit of a challenge for us. But we cannot simply ignore your meddling.
Akaya took out a gun.
You bastard.
Do not fear. This life is but a stepping stone. Salvation shall be yours.
What?
Shinjiro stepped in between Ken and Takaya.
My, trying to protect your would-be murderer? You cannot defy fate. Whether or not it comes at this boy's hand, you will die tonight.
What's he talking about?
You've been taking those pills for some time now. You don't have much longer.
That's bullshit.
Listen to your body. You know it to be true.
Huh?
What does he mean? You're going to die? No matter what I do? That's not fair!
Sorry. Just that line for some reason. What the hell, man? That's not fair.
All this time, I've been waiting for this.
The cause of death is not of importance.
No, it is. It is of importance.
Besides, the breath of life is faint in you as well, child. After killing him, you were planning to join him, were you not?
Ken, don't...
Since you are both destined to perish, allow me to do the honors. A slight change in timing shouldn't matter too much.
Aya quietly pointed the gun at Shinjiro.
Go to hell.
Based.
No!
Now then, with what life you have left, answer me this. There is one like Chidori among you, is there not? This has enabled you to locate and defeat those we wish to protect. Now tell me, which one of you is it? If you don't expedite your answer, then this will hurt you more than it hurts me. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
There's no one.
Aya reared up again to kick Shinjiro in his wounds.
Wait!
Stab him, Ken!
It's me!
Is that true?
Yes. That's the only reason they let me join.
Okay, that's a believable lie.
Ken, no!
Now, the problem is, well, I guess he doesn't know when you joined.
Ah!
But if he's been keeping track that you're new, then he would know that we've been tracking down the shadows before you joined, so...
Quiet! You had your chance.
It doesn't matter anymore. I'll never have my revenge. I have no reason to live.
I see. So you have achieved resolution. How enviable. Then you shall be first. Rest peacefully.
Aya aimed the gun at Ken.
Mom. What? Huh?
Shinjiro stood in front of Ken, taking 2 bullets to the chest as a result.
What is the meaning of this? Why would you risk your life to save the child?
Ah! Shinjiro-san!
Shinji!
And now your comrades arrive. Is there any moment of joy they won't intrude upon? Perhaps another time, then.
Shinji! Shinji, hey! Hang in there!
Facing after Mitsuru, you see Akihiko and Ken. You also see a blood-covered Shinjiro.
Shinjiro! Senpai!
Shinjiro-senpai!
No.
Ken. Why the long fate? Isn't this what you wanted? It's all right. Give yourself time. Let your anger be your strength. You're still just a kid, Ken. You got your whole life ahead of you. So don't waste it. Make it your own. Okay?
But
Aki, take care of him. I will.
Oh.
Don't cry.
Oh.
This is how it should be.
Okay, I do like that extra line there. that I assume is only there because we did the extra event.
We need to get him to the hospital.
Yes, let's waste no time. It's the dark hour. Until it ends, the doctors won't be.
Oh yeah, shit.
No. Then is he not gonna make it?
By the time Shinjiro was taken to the hospital after dark hour, he could no longer breathe on his own. The doctor's prognosis was that there was no chance of him regaining consciousness. That night, no one spoke a word. Following day. Yesterday was a terrible tragedy. However, you must still go to school today. What the fuck, man? That's how you know Japan is fucked.
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Lady, you own the school. Can't you get us like a day off?
Oh. Sure.
When you get back today, please meet me in the lounge. You know what it's regarding.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to have collected your thoughts. In fact, I'm still at a loss myself. I'll see you then.
It's about Ken, huh? This'll be a fun meeting.
Yeah. Hey, let's go home together today.
Meanwhile, in Shinjiro's room at Tatsumi Memorial Hospital, Shinjiro is lying motionlessly connected to various machines. The mechanical sounds and the medical equipment are the only signs that Shinjiro is alive. The figure glared at the "No Visitors Allowed" sign and entered the room.
Yo. You look pretty good. So how long are you gonna lie around sleeping there? I had the usual for lunch. Ramen tastes a lot better when you're cutting class. Make sure you invite me next time. Say something, will ya? Why are you always like that? You're so stubborn. Put yourself in my shoes for a change. You think it's the other way around, huh? I guess you're right. I was too obsessed with power. Ever since I lost Miki, that's all I've cared about. I thought that if I was strong enough, I could protect anyone. But I was wrong. And now look at you. What am I supposed to do if I lose you too? Shinji. Don't leave me behind.
Akihiko collapsed on Shinjiro's bed.
You can hear me, can't you? Wake up! Snap out of it. Shinji!
Eventually, Akihiko stood up.
Yeah, I know. Crying won't change anything, will it? Alright, Shinji. You watch from here. I still have things to do, right?
The resolution in Akihiko's heart has awakened a new persona. And I do not remember this bedside scene at all, I will say. That's very good. Polydeuces has given rise to Caesar.
I know that much. I can't carry this guilt forever. I'm getting tired of it.
The dormitory lounge. Everyone is here except for Ken.
You all know the reason we're gathered here. We need to discuss how to deal with Amada.
I don't know, man. I mean, you know, there's a few ways to look at it. A, he was going to murder one of our teammates. Pretty bad. B, he didn't actually do anything, though. You know, it's questionable whether Kim would even have had the resolve to carry it out in the first place. C, you could say that he put Shinjiro in that position, but at the end of the day, I don't think you can blame Ken for what Takaya did at the end of the day. I don't know.
I've already consulted the chairman. Aegis, bring Amada here.
Understood. It's my fault. When Shinjiro-senpai told me he'd be late, I thought it was strange, but I said nothing. If only I'd listened to my intuition.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Fuka.
It's not your fault. If anyone should have realized it, it should have been me.
I knew this wasn't a game, but I never thought it'd end up like this.
There's no point dwelling on the past. Don't you remember what Shinji said? This is how it should be.
And that's a good argument. At the end of the day, we should respect Shinji's wishes and keep Ken around.
He was a hell of a guy. He even faced death head-on. That's why from this day forward, I'll face things head-on too.
That's cool, man.
Senpai.
Allow me to report. Amada-san is not in his room.
Bro, you've caused enough trouble.
He's not?
Just be like a good little
There
child.
are indications that the window has been pried open.
Ken-kun! Wait, Fuka, do you know where he is?
Well, no. But we can't just let him go off on his own, right?
So where do you plan on looking?
Well, he's always hanging out at the shrine.
I don't know, but we have to find him.
I mean, I doubt he would go back to, you know, where we just were. Seems like it's a little too fresh.
He must feel so alone.
Yeah, let's look for him.
How? Where?
You of all people should understand.
Fuka.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Now let Ken do what he wants. Bringing him back won't change anything. And we can't keep treating him like a kid.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think you should just let him stew in his own emotions alone. That just doesn't seem very healthy.
Akihiko.
Especially for a kid.
It's his choice. He's the only one who can decide how he's gonna live his life.
Because he is still a kid. Like, you know.
The same goes for all of us.
Okay. Well, before we go any further, we should talk about Shinjiro. So, of course, I knew that Shinjiro dies, or I knew about the whole sequence, and that was why we prioritized Shinjiro. That's why I never finished his social link when I played the game originally, because I didn't know he had one, because he didn't have one in the original game. Didn't realize he had one until several days past when he's available, so I was only ever able to get to rank 9 with him, and never was able to finish it. I think Shinjiro's social link is probably one of the best additions in the female route, solely because the problem with Shinjiro's character and his death is that he's a character that he has almost nothing in the main game. Like, he has very little development and screen time. So I'll be honest, when I originally played this game, his death had like no impact on me. He was just like, I mean, it's like, oh, okay, some guy that we've barely interacted with sacrificed himself for Ken. That's sad, I guess, but there wasn't really a lot to it, because he was a character that they had not made an effort to really develop beyond just like the bare surface level. And I think adding his social link really helps you get like more attached to his character. And I remember when I played this game for the second time on the female route, even knowing that Shinjiro, like what was going to happen to him, I was way more invested and affected by his death scene. than I was when I had originally played the game and I had no idea it was coming. And even here, like, you know, seeing it the second time, you know, I knew it was coming, of course. I think having the extra line too of like, you know, if you'd entered into the relationship with him is kind of nice. And I didn't remember the hospital scene with Akihiko. That was really good. But yeah, I think that's the main thing that I've been kind of just kind of dancing around when it comes to doing Shinjiro Social Link and trying to rush it, is that I knew you could only miss like a couple of days. But, and also I wasn't entirely sure that this story sequence happened at this full moon section. I couldn't remember if that was this time or next time as well. So because I knew you didn't have Shinjiro for long, which is one of the problems I have with his death, is that I feel like Shinjiro really should have been a starting character. And like you should have really like given a lot of time to get attached to him if you want that death to have like a lot of meaning to it. Because I mean, yes, there's some impact to it even in the main game, I guess, but like personally, I wouldn't say I didn't care, but it was like, oh, okay, the character who has not really been developed that much is dead. Alright, I mean, I got sad or whatever, but I'm not like emotionally like devastated by the character death in the way that like you probably should have been. Now we're not gonna stop the video here, but I am going to stop the recording for a little bit, since I ended up going because I don't really have enough time to finish this video. So we'll come back probably tomorrow to finish this. So I'll see y'all in the... Actually, well, I don't know. Basically, I have to pause the recording, and I'll be back in an indeterminate amount of time. Alright, we're back. It's a new day, and I've had a little bit of time to think about the Shinjiro stuff a bit more, and there is one thing that I wanted to mention in regards to how it all like plays out, in particular in the female route, with the possibility of, well, with Shinjiro being a more well-developed character if you do a social link, and the additional possibility of like the romance stuff if you pursue that, is that it does expose one of the major weaknesses of the self-insert silent protagonist, which is that like if we think about like canonically what happened in our playthrough, is that the main character enters into a relationship with Shinjiro and then he dies like the very next night, which is like incredibly tragic on paper. And the way it plays out is that the main character never says anything or reacts in any way or shows any emotion because they can't due to their design, right? Now that's also partially because this is like a built on the scaffolding of the main game or the main route, where it kind of made sense for the main character to not really give a shit if Shinjiro died because they never talk at all. Like maybe like 3 times in the entire game do the like male main character and Shinjiro talk. But it is kind of like, especially in this route where we did the romance as well, that like there's no like acknowledgement of it aside from like the one extra line you get. Which, you know, there is a version of this game that exists in some universe where like the main character is like a fleshed out character with like a real personality and like lines, where the Shinjiro death scene could be incredibly impactful, right? It'd be up there. It'd be something that you hear people talk about all the time in terms of like devastating moments, and instead it's just kind of like a thing that happens. And that really is just like, because I mean, I have a personal, I'd hate silent protagonists, if I'm being honest. I kind of, like, I only like them in games with, like, full-on roleplay aspects, like something you see in, like, Western CRPGs. I kind of tolerate it in the Persona games, because they do at least have, like, a lot of, or, like, a decent amount of dialogue options in conversations themselves, but you still have these, like, story moments where the weakness is, like, very obvious. Where like when something happens and in theory the character should have like a strong emotional reaction, and instead they don't, because, you know, like just due to their nature as a silent protagonist. So I don't know. I didn't really think I had to like flesh out my thoughts fully, but and now I've just like completely lost my train of thought. But basically what I'm saying here is that I don't like silent protagonists, and like scenes like this, I think it's like silent protagonists combined with like the optional modular relationship as well can create kind of weird cognitive dissonance like that, where in story sections characters don't really act the way that you would think they should act based on some of the supplementary material. Now of course the reason for that is because, you know, whether or not the player or the main character themselves has a strong relationship with someone like Shinjiro in this case is entirely dependent on whether or not you did their social link in this optional route as well. Like, I don't know. I don't know what am I doing? We can't really do any social links. Yeah, we'll punch stuff, I guess. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Oh wait, did we talk to everyone? I don't remember if we talked to everyone. Class is ended for today. Second semester is gonna be rough. I'm nervous already. I don't know. I can't think. Like, I feel like I haven't explained myself well at all in regard to that. First semester is just a warm-up. The game starts for real during the second semester. I guess it's basically what I'm trying to say in regard to like the Shinjiro thing, is that it's a scene that is like not impactful at all, at least to me personally, in the main route. It's better in the female route if you do a social link, but it's still like, I think, showcases how having a silent protagonist / self-insert like really can weaken your story in situations like that. Sucks they canceled the Culture Festival. I was looking forward to seeing the out there fashions like the maid costumes. I think that's basically what I'm thinking of. And this isn't the most egregious example. One example, or one like modern-ish example of how much like I hate silent protagonists comes up in Dragon Quest XI, which is a game that I overall liked, and with not going into any spoilers or whatnot, but there are several different times where like characters will pour out their soul to the main protagonist, and he just stares at him like a fish out of water because he can't talk or show any emotion whatsoever. And you're just like, why did they make their story bad on purpose? Why did you do this to yourselves? This game could have been great. Instead, it's just merely okay. You aren't feeling well today. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't really need the boost, but you got any new drinking dialogue? Condition's not any better. You survived. Thanks. But we have no social needs we can do, right? Everyone hates us. We are now the brooder. I guess we can go pray for people? Is that really all I can do? Gekukan student is on the brink of death. This is the kind of incident that makes the headlines. The higher-ups told me to gather information, so here I am, but these cases aren't my thing. Yeah, I don't know. Who am I even praying for? Maybe Fuka? Are you ready to level up? I know we got rank 9 last time, so we'll pray for you. According to the fortune, you'll have fair luck. Found 1,000 yen. Hey, what up? It's your boy Theo. I know you just went through like a major loss or whatever, but Tartarus is calling. Like me, on your phone. I sense intense power deeper than Tartarus. It seems a path that was blocked is now open. Please be careful. Meanwhile, in Tatsumi Port Island's back alley, Ken is crouching in the shadows.
You look half dead.
I haven't eaten.
What are you doing here?
When Mom died protecting me, no one would believe the real reason for her death. To this day, it's still on file as an unexplained accident.
Well, like, could we explain Ken's mom's death? How did she die? Because, like, wouldn't she have been a coffin? Presumably, because if Shinjiro was chasing a shadow and lost control of his power and killed a civilian, wouldn't they have had to have been alive already? Like, was she special too? And Ken was also special and awake at the same time?
That's why I wanted to make it clear. I thought that's what she would have wanted. Maybe then she'd finally be at peace.
Or did he, like, hit a coffin by accident and it killed her?
They said he was the victim of some violent crime. Right. No one knows the truth. Just like with Mom. And once again, I'll be left behind.
You've been left behind twice. Did you ever think there might be some meaning in that? I'm not here to drag you back. You can stay in this place until you die if that's what you want. But if you still have the will to fight, then come back and stand on your own 2 feet.
He's right.
Ken turned away from Akihiko as he left.
I've known it all along. I'd just been lying to myself. I was consumed by hatred. I couldn't face the thought of being alone. But that's exactly what happened.
Ken slammed a small fist into the cold wall.
All this time, I've just been running away.
Ken soon stood up.
I've made up my mind. I won't run away. I swear that I won't run anymore. Shinjiro-san, I'll see it through to the end. So you don't need to worry.
The resolution in Ken's heart has awakened a new persona. Does it look less dorky? No, it looks more dorky. It's like those little, like, not quite disco balls, but those things, like, I don't know. I don't know if any other people had these things, but I remember they were like little globe thingies kind of like that, and they like lit up, and they'd like project lights around. I never had one, but I remember seeing other people had them. They're like a little novelty thing. That's what he looks like.
I'll be okay now, Mom. Goodbye.
Dormitory lounge. Everyone is here except for Ken and Akihiko.
It's already been a day.
Yes, it has.
So, where's Akihiko-san?
He said to leave Ken-kun alone, but I don't know. Maybe we should look for him.
What's your opinion?
Well, I mean, real talk, I don't think you should leave a 12-year-old to, or however old Ken is, to brood on their feelings alone without eating in a dark alley, personally. I feel like they, in general, lack the emotional maturity there to deal with what has happened. I mean, I would say we should start looking.
You think so too? Well, he is still a kid.
I can't wait any longer. I'm going right now to...
The front door opened. Woof woof.
Oh, Ken-kun!
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried.
You were?
Amada, are you able to fight?
Mitsuru, what the fuck? Can't you be like, hey, do you want some food?
Yes. I won't run off again.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's all right. We can trust him.
Even though he did try and stab one of us 24 hours ago.
Jeez, don't make us worry like that, okay?
All right, I'll talk to the chairman. Get some rest.
Yes.
So, like, they really don't explain the whole murdering thing, do they? Because, like, I didn't really remember... Like, I remembered something about, like, Shinjiro... Like, I thought it was that it was an accident and Ken thought Shinjiro had killed his mom, but it was, like, actually a misunderstanding. But it's like, no, he actually did kill her. I mean, it was an accident, but, like, he directly murdered her. Or murdered's not, maybe not the right word, but, you know, killed her. Let's say. But, like, I mean, I don't know. It just kind of seems like I don't get it. And that would also mean that Ken has been, like, because if he was awake during the dark hour, he's known about the dark hour for, like, 2 years then? I don't know. I confirmed the metamorphosis of 2 personas, most likely the result of Shinjiro-san's temporary leave. There may be more metamorphoses to come, so I will remain in observation mode. He's so much stronger than I am, dude. I'd be so depressed probably for like 3 days, maybe even a week. Just one day, geez, he's nuts. I mean, look at us, man, we're fucking stone cold. We're the one who actually liked him. At the risk of sounding conceited, I was right, he has the soul of a warrior. I admire his fortitude. Can we, like, give the kid a sandwich? Arf. I'm really sorry about what happened. You could have said no, but you let me come back. I'll make it up to you guys. Shinjiro-san, too. The door doesn't seem to be locked. Okay? I thought I was just clicking on stuff? The equipment Shinjiro was using is in the box. Seems they were collected together. Oh. On one hand, I'm glad we got it back. On the other hand, it's morbid as hell. Fatal end. Okay, did not know about that. I was actually thinking that was Akihiko's room and I was just clicking on it to see if we could find him. Where is he? I'm glad Ken-kun came back. To be honest, I was really worried. I mean, what if something terrible happened to him? Yeah. It's so sad, all that he's been through, and he's just a little kid. Let's not go to Tartarus today. But Theo called me. He said, "Ayo, getting tardy." Was Akihiko down here and I just didn't remember talking to him? No? Back door is locked. Guess I talked to Tanaka. Well, actually, we've seen this already, right? Because we did Shinjiro's event instead of talking to you. So this should be a repeat, right? Well, we already did this one on screen. Tell you a funny story, yeah. Or whatever. Another funny thing about the last video that I didn't realize at the time is that, you know, we did the relationship thing on Valentine's Day. Or, like, I recorded that video on Valentine's Day. Now, you can draw your own conclusions about what it means that I didn't realize it was Valentine's Day until, like, I don't know, 8 p.m. that night. Your room. You sense that familiar presence.
Hello. It's cold tonight. Can you believe it's already autumn? It'll be winter before you know it.
Don't sound so happy.
You seem tired. Did something happen?
We went through a great loss. It's hard to explain.
I see. If you want to talk about it, I'm willing to listen. In this world, people die every day.
That is like the last thing you should say to someone who's experienced a personal tragedy.
Until recently, this was the same to me as the blowing of the wind. But now I see things differently. For the first time, I have a friend. Lately, I've become more certain of something. You know the end I've spoken of? Some people refer to it as the fall. But regardless, it's drawing near. Don't you sense it? We are kindred spirits, you and I. So why is it that only I can remember? This is a heart-rending matter. Is my existence something you are unable to accept?
Pharos is smiling sadly. Feel a bond with Pharos. Wait, weren't you in this rank 7? Didn't we do rank 6 last time? Am I crazy? Power to create personas of the Death Arcana has grown.
Forgive me if I have said anything peculiar today. Perhaps it is the change of seasons. Of course, our friendship remains steadfast. Well, I shall bid you farewell for now. Good night. I'll always be by your side.
You overhear a conversation. Midterms start next Tuesday. Math is killing me. Sine, cosine, tangent, megiddo, megidola, megidolion, sine, cosine, tangenton. Are we going crazy? We lost our damn mind. Exams start next Tuesday. I'd rather spend the time doing experiments. The precise moment when two agents come into contact, it's so exciting. Alright, Extra, it's your turn to answer my question today. It's Japanese tradition to place some salt next to the entrance of a bar. Wait, we covered this? Okay, new question. Do you know why the Matador's capote is red? It's to hide the blood. What fun would teaching be if students do anything? Bulls can't distinguish red from any other color. It's the fluttering that excites them. Audience, however, becomes very anxious at the red cape. Human reaction color is very interesting. Answer was incorrect. I mean, I feel like it was correct. Sorry, it was too morbid for you guys. First semester is just a warm-up. Fuko? Akihiko? Akihiko, you don't care about exams, right? God damn it. I literally can't do anything. What do you want? I'm playing a shooter. Do you like chemistry? Yeah. Chemistry is such a fun subject. It's alright. That's my real opinion. Nope. Okay. Hey, I guess we should check and see what quests we got from Theo. See if he wants to hang out. Bro, why do you want so many damn swords, you weirdo? A Sengoku era, I don't know if I want the reward. I would like to see, I mean, a Sengoku era helmet. Alright. And you would like to try some sushi? Yeah, we can do that. And then the other stuff. 300,000 yen, what the hell? Alright, let's... No, wait, good. Hey. Under... Why can I not... How do I take you to sushi? Am I crazy? Okay, that's not a like going out event. You just want someone else to bring it back. Okay. I thought that was a, you know, take Theo out into the real world event. I was thinking of having my older son take the Gekukon entrance exam, but that place kind of sucks. I don't want him to go to a dangerous school. Maybe I should reconsider. I mean, the Gekukon student who was in that fighting incident, he died, right? Or was he just seriously injured and comatose? Either way, he's still so young. How could that have happened? Oh, Culture Festival's called off. What a waste. I can grab it, but I can't win. This can't be a coincidence. Don't talk to me, Crane Game. Oh, that much. Found what you need. You got some new stuff. What you got? A Japan stick. Crit rate up medium. That actually seems kind of good. But it wasn't used by Lubu, though. He was your friend, eh? You guys are risking your lives, so I'll do whatever I can to help you out. Giga speed. Cat went somewhere, nobody knows where he went. I guess I'm gonna go pray for people, because that's all I can do in this damn game. I guess I'll like... No, not Junpei. God damn it. We have the worst luck. Our health is in great danger. I feel tired. What the hell?
Sup, dude?
Don't talk to me. I tried to pray for you and the universe smited me. Just all the long faces. No matter what happens, that's the path that Shinji chose. We shouldn't be obsessing over this. We need to focus on what we need to do now. Less than a week until midterms. Yeah. You know, Shinjiro may be dead, but he would have wanted you to get an A. I said my prayers, I'm okay now. It'd be embarrassing to see Shinjiro-san and get depressed. So yeah, I'm okay. I know, I should be studying, but I just can't concentrate. We all so much, man. When is Shinjiro gonna wake up, and what if he doesn't? Never mind. I could ever said anything. No way I can study right now, and I want to close friends on the verge of death. I can't just forget about it and move on. I'm not that strong. Here Arikage still doesn't regain consciousness. I'd like to go see him, but visitors aren't allowed to see him yet. The doctor says that his heart could stop at any moment. I apologize. I seem to have caused you unnecessary worry as well. I believe Mitsuru told you all about the tragedy that befell Ken's family. It happened to defeating the irregular shadow after the dawn of the dark hour. Ken probably didn't have any idea what was happening at the time. Ken and Shinjiro. I knew what was going on between them, but I never expected it to turn into such a horrible tragedy. We shall pray for Shinjiro's speedy recovery. What to say the other option? I know we all have to trust him. There's still this nagging feeling that I can't get rid of. Don't smile when you're saying that. You sick? No, yeah, I mean, yes, I got... The universe is conspiring against me. Sorry, I'm still a little shaken. I can't think straight. Moromaru seems to be okay. In fact, he is expressing a great amount of respect towards Shinjiro. Arf. My thoughts exactly, buddy. Man, I guess we'll just be tired. Unless we want to go to Tartarus? Well, honestly, we probably should right now when there's no social links available. Right? Because Tanaka's we can't do. But on the other hand, we should wait because of missing people, so... I guess I'm playing some vidges. Black Frost. Oh, that's magic. I thought that was going to be luck. No one's talking about Shinjiro-senpai anymore now that we have exams. I guess people just worry about their own problems, huh? It's kind of sad, don't you think? How's it going with student council? Don't fucking talk to me. Don't mock me, alright? Mitsuru still won't talk to me. What do you want? I want somebody to freaking hang out with me. Only in a purely video game context, though. I don't want to talk to people in real life. That shit's scary. Shinjiro would always hang around there, right? Too bad for him, but I'm sure he's up to no good, too. Can I slap this lady? I heard about Shinjiro guy who got hurt the other day. You know that area, right, where all those thugs hang out? I heard they're all scared of Shinjiro. Wonder how bad he was. I don't need to be here. I mean, I guess we'll go check out the Cordon Station, see if there's any dialogue here. Gakkagon's student is in critical condition, huh? Those gangs at the hideout are seriously out of control. It's dangerous being a station attendant. Man, wasn't that typhoon nuts? If it was just a movie typhoon, I'd be all cheering for the special effects and stuff. In real life, it wasn't very awesome. I give it 1 star. 2 thumbs down. Shinjiro got into trouble at the gang hideout, right? Sometimes I'll aimlessly wander around there, but I should quit doing that. That guy's just the type to take a question like that seriously. I was just testing him though. But I think you do fine in a situation like that. It was a trick we used to get the guy closer to us. What's more important to you, soccer or me? A question like that? She must get happy with me. But why? Is she really... You guys got any sushi? Yo, this had nothing to do with us. Got it? We weren't even here. I know how it looks to guys like you on the outside, but I don't give a shit about them if they stay out of our faces. Yeah, one of those gecko dudes. Yeah, Shinji. I heard he had some kind of accident, almost died. Heard it happened around here too. I don't care much what goes on around here, but when I think about that dude getting into serious shit like that, kind of creeps me out, man. Just like that big fat cat kind of creeps me out, man. He's always growling at me, going, "Meow." It's kind of a delayed reaction to the cat noise. I didn't quite know what noise is gonna come out of my throat there. I mean, sometimes you just kind of have to go with the flow in the moment. That was a funnier noise than I was expecting. Wonder how long my money will last. I'll eventually have to get another job for my wife and daughter, huh? I can't seem to make the effort. I'm so burned out of what happened. Cab guy? Where's Cabman? Dude, you see that? She gave her seat to some old fart, man. She's so sweet. Where's Cab guy? Where's Cab guy? My teacher's all excited about sports day. Wish he'd get that excited about teaching class. We're almost middle school students. Heard when you buy takoyaki from Octopi and share it with a loved one, you'll break up. Damn. Who want to get prayed for? I mean, I could pray for Fuka. Maybe student council, against my better judgment. I didn't get smited by the universe this time. Finally, only one shadow left. Well, we still have a whole month, so there's no need to get all stressed out. And before that, we have exams. So, have you been studying? When's exams? You didn't even know that? Well, I guess I understand. Exams start next Tuesday, don't forget. So the long phases. No matter what happens, that's the path that Shinji chose. We shouldn't be obsessing over this. Less than a week till midterms. Or Maru? Or Maru, we're depressed. We need to go on a walk. The yen has gone down since last time? Okay. Koromaru seems to be okay. Well, I have nothing to do. Where do I get sushi? What was the other thing I was supposed to be getting? Oh yeah, the Sengoku helmet. We need to go like maybe to the faculty office for that. I'm getting shut out in this case of the Gekkogon student. There weren't any eyewitnesses. No one heard so much as a scream. It's like nothing ever happened, or at least no one will admit to not knowing anything. They say kids will be kids, but I think this goes deeper. Today's lesson is called "The Smaller the Dog, the Louder Its Bark." You ever wondered what it would be like to be able to see through people's bathing suits at the beach? Nah. Oh, you are a woman, huh? I mean, to me, you're just a cheeky brat, so I completely forgot that. I mean, like, I don't really want to see random people naked. You can see people naked for free on this thing called the internet. Our company has introduced a special filter for digital cameras. Simply attach it to your camera and voila, start peeping. We've been advertising it in adult magazines. Our ad slogan is "Undress them with your camera eye." It's been selling like hotcakes. In fact, it's our #1 seller. Unfortunately, customers have been complaining about that it doesn't work. All my employees just ignore them. Nowhere does it guarantee that you'll be able to see anything. Not like anyone would actually admit they bought one. By the way, try and cut back on the donuts and cupcakes. I have an idea for an ad campaign. Oh, and keep playing around at night to a minimum. Innocent look may be old, but being viewed as promiscuous is still a minus for your image. Can I push you in the damn fountain? You act in front of the man you want, right? You need to do the same for the customers in front of the TV. I feel like you understand a little better now. You didn't keep your promise. You didn't tell anyone, did you? If you go back on your word, it won't be my fault if you get delivered a lot of pizzas. Wait, that sounds good. Well, do I have to pay for them? Good morning. Have you noticed? Whenever we complete an operation, the number of apathy syndrome cases usually decreases. Not this time, however. It's actually increasing. Only one shadow left. It must be apprehensive. I don't know. There's so many things we don't know. In any event, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here, so thank you. Did you write that down? You better write this down. I'm going to erase it. Start writing. Hurry! What are you doing? Texting each other or something? Exams are next Tuesday. We don't have time to waste. Let's move on to the next sample problem. You feel tired. Alright, I'm erasing the board now. Hog on. Oh, and I heard someone is counting how many times I say, did you write this down? Pay attention instead. Junpei? Please? It's rational for students to concentrate on their exams rather than the incident with Shinjiro-san. However, for some unknown reason, I question the value of thinking in this way. Well, I mean, honestly, to play defense of the students, none of them knew Shinjiro. He's just like a guy who happened to go to their school who, you know, got killed. I don't really expect them to be in like constant mourning like a week later. Second semester is going to be rough. Student council. It's locked because of exams. I really do question the decision to be like, hey, there's extended periods where you can't do a gosh dang thing. I mean, I give the game a bit of a pass because it's the first of the ones with the social link stuff and the social side of it, but there's definitely parts where you're like, what were you guys thinking? I mean, I guess in theory, you know, you wouldn't have your stats maxed out at this point. We were a little bit more efficient than you can expect of like a first-time player. Or even just some, I mean, granted, it's not like you're not following a guide or anything. The main thing is just that I knew to do the arcade stuff every night. I guess we pray for people again. We could copy a skill card. Do we want to do that? Not really. I don't even know why I'm looking. Yeah, I mean, Megido's kind of decent, or Mediorama, but eh. Who's getting preyed on? Maybe Koromaru? Would you be a friend, Koromaru? Are we friends? I'm pretty sure we're friends. Yeah, we're friends. You have a little luck. You will not be significantly lucky or unlucky with money. 500 yen!
Sup, dude?
Just a nugget of a social link. So you guys can't study because what happened to Shinji. If Shinji were here, he'd probably think you're all acting like a bunch of little kids. So get to it! Koromaru. I've confirmed that everyone's spirits are low due to Shinjiro-san's incident. If this continues, our next mission will not be successful. We must forge ahead. the dorms sure feel empty today. We were so used to having her around. I guess tragedies can happen in battle. Sorry, I'm still a little shaken up. Tanaka? Anybody in the club? Very well. A light dims, the shadow grows darker, but the dim light will live on in a strong new light. You reach the turning point. The light has begun to challenge the shadow. Your time is coming, soon. Man, you've seen before. What's up, man? I remember you. You're in high school, right? I remember back then. Makes you a little jealous. Seen anyone? Well, it's hard to say. Going through a rough patch, eh? It's fine. You're still young enough to be irresponsible now and then. Think it's so much simpler at that age. Once you get to be as old as me, love loses some of its luster. Romance gets harder to enjoy. So enjoy while you still can. Haha. This isn't any of my business, is it? Seriously, I envy you. I'm an adult now. I can't be as carefree as I used to. I've got a girlfriend and we're stuck with each other, but I'm screwed if things keep going the way they are. I'm not the Maniac kind. Give us so much of your freedom once you become an adult. What? We're gonna Gekirikon students on the brink of death because of a fight at that spot. I could have told anyone that place was trouble. I swear, man. I knew something bad was gonna happen there one of these days. Are you creepy guy? You gonna give me more stuff? Those pumps I picked out for you, how do they feel? I told her she's getting obsessed with the fortune telling, but she doesn't seem to listen to me. I won't give up on her. I'm her friend. She needs my help, especially at times like this. She worries too much. I'm not interested in fortune telling, that's all. Why did you have to act like that? I'm just trying to get as many fortunes as possible. It's just sound daily planning, you know? Alright, we'll play some arcade games. Mole whackers. Whacking that mole. We get Monday off. So, Masamune Date decided to follow Hideyoshi Toyotomi and headed for Odawara. Can you feel Masamune Date's heart when he saw as he made his decision? I wish I had lived in that era. I could have gone with him and then died at, like, I don't know, probably when I was like 1 year old to polio or something. Who cares what's going to be on the exam next week? Yeah, sure. Our condition is great. Sorry, we will call it here. Next time we will do some stuff. Maybe go to Tardy. I don't know. Probably not actually. We'll have our exams. That'll be fun. Maybe. I'm After Cheese 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.